It looks like I am. If I am live, hey, good morning. Wanted to answer a couple of questions anytime I get the same question more than once. That means that we need to talk about it. Why did the book title change from Breaking into Power Utilities into Grid Grace? Well, this cup I walk with every morning is my constant reminder to give myself some grace and to love on myself. The book was originally just a brain dump. But then when I gave it to some of my peers to review, and I got responses, so many responses from women who had been laid off that I wasn't even aware that they had been impacted by the layoffs. It changed. It had to change. I was never married to the title. I just needed to get the work out there to be able to help people. And so far, from everything that's been reported, it is helping you. I am thrilled about that. You have to have working in the power utility industry, especially anything that impacts the grid. I've told you all on multiple occasions, I grew up poor and sometimes I didn't have electricity. So reliable and secure electricity is very, very personal to me. Also, on the use cases, I know if you've never seen this information before, the use cases can be intimidating. I don't want you to be intimidated. You are smart, okay? I'm going to sit and write out an example so that you all can see how you should answer. And I want you to take that example, put yourself out there, be brave, okay? The questions I ask, they're not necessarily about the right or wrong answer, especially not the first time if you are not in this industry. When we interview, we are looking for how do you think, okay? That's what we want to see. How do you think? What is your thought process? That is more important than whether or not your answer is correct. It's also important for you to remember this is the opportunity for you to put yourself out there. I am building in public, failures and all. I want all of us to be comfortable with that concept of I don't have to be 100% right. I can still do this work. I can draft a response. I can get feedback from people who already do this for a living and keep it moving. Because guess what? In the power utility industry, everything has about 17 reviews it has to go through. So there will never be a time, there will hardly ever be a time, unless you are a senior resource. And even then, I get everything peer checked, everything at my level. I get it sanity checked. So I don't want you to think that you have to have it 100% perfect. You have to know all the answers. No, we want to see your thought process. I have time today. I'm going to have my goddaughter, but I am making time today for resume reviews. I put some tips on LinkedIn about how you can use AI to help tailor your existing experience in your resume, your LinkedIn profile. How do you relate it to the current SIP standards? A lot of you will be very surprised to learn you have a great foundation to move into the cybersecurity industry. A lot of times you just need somebody to connect the dots for you. That's what I'm here to do. So head over to LinkedIn. My book is published there. I have a SIP2 use case published there. And I also have resume tips because I genuinely want to help people. I want the readers, my readers, Gen X, my Gen X readers, this is your time, okay? I need y'all in the industry. There is so much work that needs to be done, and y'all can do this work. My readers, I know for a fact, because I am an avid reader, you will thrive in the power utility industry. Let me help you get in. I will answer whatever questions you have, whatever support you need. I'm here to help. I'm more experienced now. I've been in the industry so long. I'm Gen X. That's how long I've been in the industry. um, but I'm here to help. I'm here to be a resource, especially while I am out on leave. I want you all to be successful. I want these layoffs. I want us to support each other and love on each other through this. For all the women that have been laid off and disproportionately impacted by the mass layoffs in both the public and private sector. I am praying for you. I feel your pain. I know what I'm carrying. So I cannot imagine carrying what I'm carrying and not having my primary source of income, and also not having my identity intact, because I know a lot of us get our identity tied to what we do. A lot of us have wrongly tied our identity to companies. Notice my LinkedIn profile, my public presence has no link to a specific. That is on purpose. My skills and my experience and my talent stands on. And after all these mass layoffs, you all make sure that you are doing the same. Don't tie yourself to an employer. Don't tie yourself to someone that can just snatch it away from you because they're making short-sighted decisions about cutting headcount instead of increasing. You need to go where your skills are appreciated, and they are going to be appreciated in the power utility industry. You don't have to be just an information security professional. If you go read the draft guide of my book, I talked about traders, I talked about regulatory accountants. We have legal professionals in the power utility industry, tech companies if you want to stay on the tech side. We have technology, of course, inside of the power utilities, and support contracts with the companies that are our vendors. There are all kinds of paths for anyone if you want to get in. Read my book. I brain dumped it. This is 10 years of my life's work, and I put it all there for you all. I want you to succeed. I want you to get your experience and your skill set into an environment where it's appreciated and it's much needed. I don't want you to feel like you're too old. You're not. The average age of power utility employees is 50. Okay? You're not too old. You were made for a time such as this. Okay? I'm going to finish my walk. Now that I know that I can go live, I'm just going to go live and talk to y'all. But for right now, my dog ran away this morning again, so I got to go deal with him. Y'all have a blessed day. I'll be back online later. It's my first time going live. I don't even know how to make it stop. Your stream will stop immediately and you'll no longer be live. All right, y'all watching me learn how to use YouTube in real time.